We just saw Calan Williams. Very good result for him yesterday. Were you surprised by that at all? A pleasant surprise, maybe?
He kept his nose clean. That was a very strong performance by him. Best result for Fortec Motorsports since the second race at Silverstone in 2017, where I believe
who's racing Formula 3 with Gilmore Racing. Calan, last year you contested the West Australian Formula 4 Championship, and this year you've come to Formula 3. Could I just tell us why you chose Formula 3?
Well, my goal from the start of my racing career has been to reach F1. That's always been my goal.
And as soon as you finish here, on Monday you fly out to England and meet with Fortec Motorsport.
Barbagallo Raceway to watch the V8. I was struggling to believe that there were actually people in there racing around in these cars going at that speed. I can remember feeling like, yeah, I want to know what it's like to be in that car, being, you know, in full control of, you know, something going that speed. My ultimate goal, I can tell you this, has not changed since I started following motorsport at 6 years old, and that is to become Formula 1 world champion. That is my ultimate goal.
And you believe you can do it?
I believe with maximum effort and appropriate backing from sponsors and everyone, I believe that anything is possible.
Calan's potential. He is a very intelligent and bright young man. I think that regardless of what he wants to achieve in motor racing, whatever he sets his mind to, this young fella is the goods, and he will do what he wants and what he likes and what he would want to achieve. So from a motorsport perspective, he is more than capable of going to the nth degree and maybe be the next Mark Webber.
What sets him apart? Yeah, pretty simple actually. He's intelligent.
Ich bin.
I bin is am.
Yes.
Verhoekt.
Verrückt.
Yes. I just want to say,
we'd have to say that we're very pleased with the progress he's made over 2 days. He in fact improved a considerable amount from day 1 to day 2 to match our very competitive fast driver Petru Florescu, which did surprise the team, and have to say we'd be very much looking forward to running him next year, believing that he would be very competitive.
You never really get a feel for just how much it climbs upwards when you're watching it on TV. The first time I went through, it was hard to keep your vision straight. Even your eyes were being pulled downwards. When we enter the corner, we're doing about 220, 230 kilometres per hour. And so yeah, when you're going side by side, you have to hope the other person is going to back out, because otherwise one of you is not going to come out of it very well.
Pushing you down.
Essentially feel like you're a bit shorter.
Maybe we can go the other way.
Go upside down.
Yeah. Make me a bit taller. I'd like to say a big thank you to everyone for following me and for all the support. It's been absolutely incredible throughout the year. You know, without everyone's support, none of this would be possible. So I truly am incredibly grateful to everyone for following me this year.
Across to the other side, to Perth, Australia, to Calan Williams. Tell me what last season was like for you in F3.
Yeah, it was brilliant. First full series overseas, or first form of racing overseas whatsoever, actually. And yeah, it was a huge step for me. Going from racing around the circuits in Australia against Australian competition to racing against some of the best circuits in the world. Against some incredibly intense international competition. Yeah, it was a brilliant series, running with a brilliant team, Fortec Motorsports. I certainly learned an incredible amount, just because you have to. If you don't learn a lot coming from Australia going international, you'll get left behind.
Hello everyone, and a warm welcome once again to Highlands. Got quite a bit of news. There's always drama when it comes to the Toyota Racing Series, and we love a little drama. About a mature driver, ooh, it's getting a little bit close. Calan Williams, oh, just avoids. Welcome once again to the Speedworks Motorsport New Zealand, and of course, as we get ready for the historic New Zealand Motor Cup. And what an interesting, in the stands you'll know, the wind is blowing hard, we've got a bit of drizzle in the air. To a beautiful day here in New Zealand at the famous Circuit Chris Amon, probably one of the most beautiful venues for motorsport in the world, full stop.
Set up themselves with a different team. But yeah, also the competitiveness of a series in terms of who's racing is always very important. But sometimes drivers don't sign up for teams until you've already made a decision. So a lot of the time it's planning for the future. So you might run in one series because you want to be prepared for a series in the year later. So it's a lot of preparing for the future, thinking forward, and saying, this is my goal, how am I going to get there, and work back from there.
Being fast. You can see cars on it too, and that's going to stop it from bottoming hard on here as well.
everybody, and welcome to the Red Bull Ring here in Austria for round number 6 of the 2019 Euroformula Open. Hello everybody, and welcome to the Red Bull Ring for round 6 of the 2019 Euroformula Open. My name's Chris McCarthy. It's a pleasure to be here this weekend, and up in the commentary box as ever is Elliot.
Very hilly. Our session has been declared as wet, although we can't see any clouds on the horizon, so maybe the weatherman's ahead of us on that one.
And today there are scattered thunderstorms predicted, so we are not too sure, as ever in Austria, what the weather is going to do. We haven't really been able to see what the guys can do in these conditions around here yet, but we have had wet races this season. Well, it was close, wasn't it? Very, very close. And it's changing again. We have less than 2 tenths between our top 2. He goes to 5th place. Thank you very much. It has been a fantastic Euroformula Open qualifying session.
Yeah. So try and work out weight instead of, because you got your 3 seconds off until they were scrapped and that give places back and track limits and shit like that. Yeah.
Well, that's qualifying done. Join us for the race a little bit later on at 25 minutes past 2 local time here in Austria. And we're off away racing. Oh, that was a jump start surely there from Julian Hansis, who's going to go into the lead of the race. Behind is Marino Sato then as they come through turn number 1 for the first time. Billy Munger versus Christian Hahn is behind. Oh, and Christian Hahn there was contact between the 2 Calan drivers. Billy Munger has come off the worst of it, although Hahn initially looked to be the one that may have picked up damage, as we are now 3-4 wide almost as they go down towards turn number 3 for the first time. Who is going to emerge out in the head of all of this? Oh, it's going to get a little bit too close, and contact there 3-4 wide was just too much, and unfortunately we've had a couple of spinners. We could see a safety car out here, Elliot. Well, it's all kicked off on the opening lap here.
Sato setting at the front, but Billy Munger could be closing in on 4th place Calan Williams soon.
Is about 1.8 seconds back, Billy Munger from Calan Williams, but he has just done another fastest lap.
He's
fucking taking purpose every time.
Yeah. He's got fast lap.
Billy, yeah.
He's got fast again.
Billy's coming for us.
It is coming down. You can just see how close the gap is now.
Oh, a huge gravelly and grassy moment going through there. He's returned to the gravel, and that's through turns 5 and 6. And did he actually make it back onto the track?
That occasion just pushed a little bit too hard and has dropped to 9th place. Marino Sato. This is third place then, fourth place in fact, that is Calan Williams. Just up the road we can see Lucas Dunner, who is only 3.6 seconds off the lead now.
But he's now 6.6 seconds because he's just got a 3-second time penalty for repeated track limits violation.
Well, what a shame, because I was just about to say if a battle kicks off up ahead, Lucas Dunner could come into play. Right, now he's just going to have to try and build a gap of 3 seconds to Calan Williams. At the moment, it is 2.5. So Williams is just going to try and do the best he can to keep the gap to Lucas Dunner under 3 seconds. Very, very quickly as they go up towards turn number 3. Munga looks to the outside. They're going to be 3 wide. Here we go. There's just about enough room to all get through. Is there as round the outside goes Hanses. Oh, and contact there. Munga, one of his wheels is gone. A bit of an innocent victim in that, I have to say. It was Bastante and control of this race, as he's starting to do of this championship. He has won 80 points. It's going to be 5 in a row. Marino Sato up to the line. Takes and Calan Williams will be 4th, with Linus Lundqvist in 5th place, Javier Gonzalez 6th, Hanses 7th, Bastante 8th, Daz 9th, then it's Hahn, Munga, Kiergaard, Andre and Pierre-Louis Chauvet.
Well done, mate.
Good? Get it all together?
Not change out your seat straight away.
Good that you're going on the toes, but just do that on with your feet flat for a little bit longer until you get it strong.
He achieved everything he could achieve with us and then moved on. He's got the desire, he's got the will. I mean, you know, of all the customers we've had over the years, I mean, the group behind him and in himself, mate, you know, they are determined, and you know, that's what it takes. I mean, you know, you've got to have the little lady luck, you've got to have talent, but you've also got to have the drive and the desire to want to make it, and you know, they've got that.